All right, so up next, we have somebody who coins himself the Great, Alexander the Great Hernandez versus Chris Greutzmacher.
Yeah, so the one thing I like about this fight is Anthony Hernandez is such a good prospect. I think he's been thrown to the wolves a little bit, but at his will. You know, he's the kind of guy that wants to take on the best fighters. So I saw him fight Cerrone, and I wanted him to lose because he kept beating Cerrone. He kept trying to be that guy. You know, everyone. He's from that generation that Conor McGregor started. You know, everybody wants a paycheck now. Everybody wants to be somebody, so everybody's going to start peaking. Now, I know you love Cowboy, so I just want you to visualize this young kid trying to beat out Cowboy in a presser.
Yeah.
And I almost want to pull that up one day to show you, but it's one of those things where Cowboy just kind of being like, yeah, we'll see, kid, and well, we suck it. Yeah, it was a very humbling experience, but you know, 2 losses in the UFC. Drew Dauber, you know, Justin Gaethje's main training partner. These are tough losses.
Yeah,
so I think
credible losses for sure.
Very credible. So even for his age, I think there's a couple things that I don't like about his game. You know, he's a very muscular fighter. You know, I think he comes in, you know, having to cut weight and then having to, you know, carry that all fight. I think it's maybe his biggest downfall because he's got such great footwork and he likes to use his hands. But you can't keep your hands up if you're exhausted from throwing so many bombs and moving around so much and maybe trying to get submissions and takedowns. You're doing too much and not conserving energy where, you know, how do you expect to be a champion if by the 3rd round you're kind of, you know, really dead and really looking for what your skill can bring you? But if you don't have the energy to do things at close to, you know, 70, 80% at least just to kind of like get through the round, you know, you're gonna kind of falter. And the worst part about it is, you know, what have you done for me lately as usual, right? Judges are going to see the last round and it's going to play heavily. You know, maybe there's some judge who's on his phone still and forgot to, you know, maybe mark the last round and randomly just like, oh shit, maybe he did that. And they do that. They go that route.
And so do you feel that Gruetzemacher has kind of more arsenal or more tools in his arsenal or more endurance to kind of get there?
Funny you should say that. I think that's the only thing he really brings to the table. And why I have a soft corner for Gruetzemacher because he's from that really popular Conor McGregor, Uriah Faber tough season. I don't know if you saw any clips of that, but it's where Artem Lobov got so popular. And unfortunately, that is the man to make the biggest profit off of Conor McGregor's success. And you got to applaud the man. I don't think he's ever had a, you know, winning record in the UFC, but we can double check that. But he's been like 11-11 a lot of the times. Like he's like that 50-50 style fighter. But in cards, you know, he fought on top. He's got a pretty good paycheck out of it all. But now he's fighting bare knuckle boxing and that kind of stuff. So moving on, Gruetzemacher was on that show. He was that old school guy who kind of he seemed like he had to be there. You know, he not like, I don't know how I want to say it. It's almost like he felt like he was the guy that was the one deserving person to be there. Like no one deserved it more than him. And so I think that kind of turned me off a little bit moving forward from him because I don't like people with that attitude, especially, you know, I loved making the call. And if there was a reason for it, there was a reason for it, to be honest.
Yeah, we trust in Dana. So.
Yeah, at this point, we trust in Dana. So that's my biggest concern. 3rd round, I really think if Hernandez gets that tired, you got to watch out. This guy's got the energy. He's going to try to jump on your back. He's going to try to, you know, box you out a little bit, try to get you more tired, take you to the ground, grind you out. He's that kind of fighter. He's old school. He's willing to take 10-9, 10-9, 10-9 to a win. That's his MO, you know? And again, that's what we don't like as fighting fans. You know, if I'm even a grappling fan, like I just don't think he's bringing that exciting style of grappling. I think he's going to try to pin you down, you know, land 4 shots.
Hold you, tire you out. Not what we're looking for.
And I think
so in terms,
go ahead.
So in terms of odds, what are you kind of expecting here?
Yeah, so I think Hernandez has to warrant, you know, that minus 250 to 300 favorite. I don't think there could be anything less than that, and it could definitely be more.
Yeah, it is slightly more, not too much off of what you were kind of saying, but minus 335.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, interesting. We're seeing a lot of interesting lines, Pies, based on last week and this week. We're, you know,
it seems like there might be a bit of an overcorrection. You know what I mean?
Someone's got to lose. Who's going to lose? Of all these favorites, we got to nail down. Someone's got to lose. Well, last week, you know, by the looks of it, most of the favorites didn't win. So let's see.
And you know, Vegas wasn't happy about that. So
100%. And they kept trying to change the lines to make us, you know, figure out what to do with that.